All right, this is November 13th. Trade review. Oh, I forgot to show the entries. The entries for this day are on the last video, capturing market turning points, if you want to see these. But let's look at the hourly on the left. So, in the morning, we have this news candle. Right, well, let's first look, where do we think the buyers and sellers are in the market? Um, right here on this candle, we push lower, we stop and push lower. So I consider this candle supply, that's a big zone. So I'll put it to the open of that candle. I'm looking for about there as sellers and so maybe somewhere up here. But this is the closest one. And then as far as buyers today, yesterday we found demand here on this candle. Came back overnight, removed it to here. I'm looking for buyers down here. Also, when we make this rejection of the news here, and once we start rejecting here on the 5 minute, I think there's two options that we either are going to create a range because of the news, or we're going to go lower if these buyers don't hold. So coming into the morning on the 5 minute, we open up and just pause in this area. Once we break lower on this big candle, that tells us that this created supply. Okay, so from the high to the open of this candle right before it, I call it the demand candle here, is where I would draw the supply. So on this candle we break down, we start to pull back a little bit, and this is where I start to enter in my position to go short. So I enter through here, and then we start to break down. I'm targeting here to here. That's the hourly buyers where I believe they are. So I end up taking a little bit of profits here because this is demand here. Just something to be aware. I mean, this is where the news started. So right in here, I want to take a contract off. We come down to the zone to start wicking back. I take another contract off, and now I'm in one more up here, which eventually gets like stopped out for a few bucks because we didn't see any continuation. So we found these buyers up here. We start to make it up. We start to grind higher. On our grind higher, um, I'm not going to go over that right now. But we start getting up here to where I believe sellers are here, and we see a rejection. After this rejection, we create supply. That's where I start entering a position here with a stop above this high. Unfortunately, I get a little early, like I normally do, and it stops me out. But that doesn't mean I'm wrong. So I wait for it to show me some more supply. On this candle here, we break lower. This candle becomes supply. I start entering in my position here. We do eat up pretty high. I get a nice entry. I love when the market does that. And we eventually start breaking lower. We look on the hourly now. We found buyers on this candle. So you can consider this whole candle demand. I was looking at, we form this candle and then pull back to this point. So I was looking at anywhere down here for buyers to potentially be at this point. That is anywhere from here to here. There could be buyers. Um, I get in these contracts and I just start very bullish this market. I'm not going to try to hold too much on the sell side after this move up. I get out contracts here. Pretty short day, rangy day. Oh, I wanted to point out also on the hourly, We made this wick of rejection at the top, and once we started floating up here, I considered us to be in this range now. So that's why I was looking for a sell up here. Also for the fact that we believe that there could potentially be sellers there. So let me know if you have any questions. Kind of a short and sweet one.